Okay, good morning, Year 8. The do-not task today is to mark the work from yesterday. So the question was, what's being described? Well, it's vultures perched on trees looking for food, ready to scavenge. Where it's set is a wet, miserable place at dawn. There are dead trees and waterlogged trenches. The vultures look like they are ugly. They're described negatively. They're described as having dirty, ugly feathers, and their heads look like they're bashed in. They look ugly and act in a disgusting way, to do with eating eyeballs of a swollen corpse. They still have love and affection for each other, and they're affectionately leaning towards each other in a dead tree. Okay, so pause the video, get yours marked, add to it in green pen if you can. Okay, so what we're going to do today then, again we did this yesterday, so we're just going to have a look at your answers. So question 1 was, what do you think of when you think of love? There are all sorts of things you could have written down here, such as kindness, romance, affection, family and friends, all sorts. Question 2, a charnel house. Well, no, you wouldn't expect to find love in a charnel house. It looks like a horrible place where everything's dead. It's a bit frightening, and love is the opposite of that. So, how does that link to the vultures? Well, they look horrible and frightening, but they're still in love with each other. So the third question then, the poem is saying you can find love in horrible places. So Love's turned her face to the wall because she doesn't want to see the horrible parts. She just wants to focus on the love. She's trying to ignore the negative bits of death, of life, such as death, survival and scavenging. And it's saying in the poem that the love exists everywhere, even in horrible, ugly situations. So again, pause the video, mark and add to your answers. Okay, so you're going to do some peak paragraphs for me now, looking at how the writer presents feelings and emotions. So the feeling and emotion that we've just looked at is love. So how is love shown in the poem? Okay, so love is blind. It doesn't see the bad things. We've got some key words here that you might want to write your quotes about. Okay, so cold telescopic eyes tells us that the feelings of the vultures towards killing things are that they're not bothered by it, but they nestle in towards their mates and they incline affectionately. So incline means like bend over. So they incline towards each other affectionately. Okay, so what I want for you to do then is to do peak paragraphs. You've got some sentence starters there on the board. 2 peak paragraphs, please. And I think by now you should all have the capacity to send work to me. So that would be a good thing for you to do. Okay, so use those sentence starters, write me 2 peak paragraphs. You've got some keywords selected for you here that would help, looking at the vultures, those kinds of things. Okay, so 2 peak paragraphs sent to me, please. Take care, I'll see you next lesson.